know how to even describe that. I've never seen anything quite like that before. His side of her face swelled up, just painful to talk, couldn't open her jaw. But by Sunday, she was feeling better, so starting to go down. Yes, sir. Can you state your name for us?
Ben Malone.
Mr. Malone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Ben Bailey Malone. All right, you have your attorney is Mr. Stevens made any appearance to the court here? Clause number M37820.
You sent a plea letter on 11/9.
Marquez Malone.
Judge, we sent a plea letter to Mr. Stevens back in November, waiting for the return of the plea letter and payment.
Mr. Malone, did you hear the state's prosecutor?
Sir?
All right, your attorney, back in November, paperwork was sent to your attorney regarding a plea letter. Or do you know anything about that?
Yeah. No, sir. He never got with me.
When's the last time you spoke with your
My
attorney?
boss hadn't got with me on that.
Okay, well, it's not your boss's
My
attorney.
boss. Okay. Well, I was talking to my boss, and he's wanting me to just go ahead and pay this ticket. I told him, well, that's fine with me, but the court date's today.
What was
I'd
the
like to
plea
just go ahead and pay the
arrangement?
ticket.
He needed to pay $276.
What's the full amount of the ticket?
Judge, I don't have any.
My boss said it was 189.
276 is what we got in front of us.
276.
Yes, sir.
Can I come down there and pay that? Be done?
Yeah.
You could
got some
probably
paperwork.
call a payment in or pay it online.
Okay, I'll pay it online if I can.
But we have to have the plea letter from your attorney.
Okay, well, if I pay it or not, you have to have a letter from me?
Yes, sir. We have to have a written plea.
Okay, how soon you have to have it?
Today?
Mr. Stevens,
Okay.
your attorney has it.
I won't.
Do you have
Okay.
contact information for your attorney, Ben?
My dispatcher told me that he said if I told him this is just a hearing, he told me he said if the lawyer don't get it here from the lawyer, then I work for Ken Services Company, and he said the lawyer's going to take care of this.
All right, let me ask you a very, hold on a second. Ben, stop. Let me ask you a very direct question. Have you ever spoken with the lawyer yourself? Have you personally spoken with a lawyer?
I haven't personally spoken to him, no.
Ben, I'm sorry, you're cutting out real bad and I can't make out what you're saying.
I haven't personally spoke with him. My
Okay, then we're
boss spoke with him.
All right, well, you need to personally speak with that attorney. We're going to reset this thing for trial. If your attorney don't get with us, he needs to know, but I can't, you're represented by counsel, at least on paper you are. I can't let you openly speak with the state's attorney on this matter. It impinges your rights at this moment. So as long as you've got an attorney on file, that attorney either needs to send some notice to us that he's going to represent you or send some notice that he's not going to represent you. David, if you would please try to reach out and contact the attorney, I would greatly appreciate it. Otherwise, we're going to pass this to next month at this time. I can't take any action on it. So
We've been in contact with him today. He actually
Okay.
contacted our office.
what did he say?
I don't think it was discussed. I don't think this case was discussed.
Okay.
So I can't pay it, go ahead and pay it?
Hang on, Mr. Malone. You want to try to call him, or? I'm hesitant to have Mr. Malone pay it without the plea work and the plea paperwork,
Well,
especially.
the clerk isn't going to take it without a plea letter.
Exactly right. Just a second, Mr. Malone.
She went to try to call him.
Okay. We're going to try to contact your attorney, Mr. Malone, and see if we can't get this straightened out and get you taken care of today, okay? Just bear with us.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Malone, I'm going to stick you in a little side room for a moment, and I'll come back to you when we've heard from your attorney, okay? But we've got to move on with court. So don't hang up on me. Just
Okay, thank you.
in a little side room for a little while, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, he's in the waiting room. I don't think that guy can hear half of what we're saying anyway. I'm hesitant if his attorney, who knows if his attorney's talked to him or not? Who knows what the truth on that matter is? And I know it's a damn Class C ticket, but
It's Michael Stevens. He probably hadn't talked to him.
I agree with that. We're live on YouTube, so, yeah. It's not the first rodeo. Hey, let's go through the line here. I got, start on the first page. We got Anderson, Raylyn Anderson Jr. We got Christopher Hamblin as defense attorney here. What a name.
We sent a plea letter last week and we're awaiting payment.
Okay, so we're gonna pass it for paperwork then. Oh, good Lord, why can't we do this electronically? What's the reset date?
22nd, is that right?
Yeah, 22nd at 1:30. All right, so Hamlin's passed for paperwork. What about the second one? Is the same thing. That's another cause number from him.
Yeah, we're having him plead to one and dismissing the other.
Okay.
She didn't get an answer from Stevens' office.
Well, Byron Bates. I got a Jerry Paul Bass was dismissed. I got a Byron Laurel Bates. I got a couple of causes. We have a motion to continue on this one here. This is another Michael Stevens case.
He continued it back in November.
Yep.
You know anything about the Bates?
I talked to him this morning and I told him to file a motion for continuance. I guess he did.
Kim advised him to file for another motion for continuance. I don't know if he's done that with you.
He has not. So two choices. I can make work for you, or I can just set it for trial.
That's fine.
I mean, I can FTA him and judgment nice side, but you tell me if you want to do it. Let me know.
We can just send him notice of a trial. It's fine.
This guy Stevens is something else.
Well, the next guy is his law partner.
Orlando Benitez is his law partner?
Yeah, Matt Ruda is his law partner.
Oh, Matt Ruda is his law partner. I haven't switched pages. Did we hear from Benito
We sent a plea letter on August the 6th. This was continued from June.
yeah, I see that. Oh, actually, it's continued from April
Okay.
to June. And so 1/12/21, defendant failed to appear, set for trial. Now, I like you, so I don't want to make your life too hard, but I'm tempted not to take any pleas from these people. But I don't want to make you have to prep for trial and then all that stuff goes. But I would like to get the reputation that if you jack with us, that we will make life difficult.
We got to do something because they just don't really take care of their business like these other attorneys do.
Okay, well, we're just going to set them for trial then. 1, 11, FTA. So we're going to have about 4 to 5 we're going to set for trial today. And an FDA set for trial. We'll get you a trial date just as soon as possible.
Okay.
Well, if I did, all right, here's the thing. If I go ahead and I revoke bond, I guess I could, what's the bond? It's the attorney's bond, though. It's not cash.
No,
Any,
they're attorney bonds.
yeah. When's the last time that we had an eyesight docket?
I don't know that we ever have.
Let's do it.
I mean,
10 years.
I wonder how many nice eyes we have outstanding.
We're going to find out. Tee them up. We're going to get that off our plate this year.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and grant you. Did I hear you ask for judgment, nice eye? I think I heard that. I heard that.
You know, I don't know if I believe that there is some case law that you do not have to appear for a Class C pretrial.
Okay.
I need to confirm that, but
Okay. Well, we'll just set them.
I'm with you setting it for trial, and if they don't show up next month for trial, then we.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, we're going to start going back through our nice eyes. I'm going to figure out
Okay.
how far back I have the ability to actually do something about a nice eye. So if
Okay.
you got a judgment nice eye that's 10 years old, I'm betting latches is going to apply at some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay. Well, we'll set them for trial for now, and then we'll shoot for the moon later. We just missed Jackie Lynn Bradley. We have, Brothers, Caitlin Brothers. Mrs. Brothers.
That's going to be deferred, and we're waiting. I mean, Jack will send payment this next week.
Okay, so we'll just pass it for paperwork.
Yes, sir.
All right, Paula. So what we're going to do is start going through, I'm telling you this while I'm making notes, just start going through and finding any judgment nice eye start off with the last 3 years. And then I will get you the appropriate timeline for that. And we'll go from there, because I imagine there's going to be a couple. And if it's not enough to make David scream uncle, we'll find some more. We're going to go to cause number M044820, Oneka Torres Semanis.
That's Stevens' case.
No word?
Kim talked to him this morning. Huh? Yeah, she's forwarded a plea letter. You did it today, though.
Yes, sir.
So let's pass that one for paperwork, Judge, since I think this is the first setting on that one.
It is.
I won't hold my breath.
Don't. I'd hate to see you pass out. I kind of like you. All right, we'll pass it for paperwork. So that takes us down to Danes, Matthew Lloyd. He's been,
We forwarded a paperwork,
he was supposed to Danes.
deferred packet.
Is that Dones or Danes? Dones is the one I'm on now. Danes is we've already dismissed.
Oh, Danes, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Dones is just a pass for paperwork first setting. And Bino's he'll get back with us.
As you know, Mr. Bino collects money up front from his clients and kind of names his own plea deal.
Really?
Yeah, what he does is he gets a money order from every client for our standard 150 plus costs deal. But I told him earlier, this was 102 and a 75. I said, I don't mind,
Yeah.
I don't mind
Judge-
reducing the
Yeah.
electric fee, but he's gonna have to pay a max fine. So he's gonna have to
Yeah.
collect more money from this guy.
I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah, that guy, he ain't got any, man.
It's a
102.
CDL, he was in a personal vehicle, so.
Yeah, that's still ridiculously stupid. I don't want him getting away with
Yes.
that. Yeah. So no, I'm on board with this.
Okay.
Kids not in car seats, exceeding the posted legal by 25 miles an hour, and things that are so ridiculously stupid that I have to stop and go, what the hell were you thinking? Are
Yeah.
usually not going to get passed for my standard fines. So yes, you are correct. It's the Garrett Montrell show, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. So I passed it for paperwork for Dones, and starting on Garrett, 10% above or more. Well, what's the allegations? I mean, his attorney is Michael Stevens, of course.
He did file motions for continuance on those?
I just said you file a motion for continuance because Judge Litton.
No, my court he didn't, so I didn't get it.
Okay, I guess he told Kim he was going to, but he hasn't.
Look at the back. Judgment. Nope, we got Nicole Crane, found him guilty. Signed his appeal bond way back in June. Okay, well, there you go. Violations, 21 and over. He was in a Mazda. Yeah.
100 and a 75.
Yeah, I cannot read the ticket. I'm going to tell you that right now. There it is right there, 100 detected by laser. Yeah, he's a max finer too, so I just don't have any correspondence from Mr. Stevens. Okay, defendant FTA set for trial. He's gonna have a hell of a trial docket. And I guess we're gonna set that on all these then. Hey, Matt, if you need a courtroom, you can have it. I think Judge Crane's holding court in my front office.
Kangaroo court?
What's that?
Kangaroo court?
Well, I'm not in front of him, so sure. Okay. All right, Michael Stevens, no, Bonnie Wolf. Hey, we've got Jose Luz Garcia.
Okay, so let's see. Talked to Bonnie last week. Oh, she just emailed at 1:25. Okay, he's got a Mr. Gracia, not Garcia, Gracia. He has another coming up on appeal, and she'd like to wrap those up together. So she's asking that we pass this.
Okay, we'll pass it to the next docket. I don't mind that. That's efficient. So I'm just going to pass it to February 22nd, 2021 at 1:30. Cool. Bueno, bueno. All right. Gracia.
Oh, she
Yeah.
actually, no, she was asking me for the meeting number so she could log in. So let
Oh,
me,
yeah. She didn't get notice of this? That concerns me suddenly.
Let's see. Copy link. Let me reply to her real quick. Maybe she'll hop in here. Her email said, I think our December scanning/filing issue is causing problems again. I do not have the Zoom credentials for today. Do you mind sending me the meeting ID number? So I have sent it to her.
Okay, sorry, the city of Mount Calm has been without power since yesterday at 3 o'clock. We've been fighting with Encore to get them some updates, and they just came back on, so.
Good.
And it scares you. You got old people over there with no heat and
Yeah.
no electricity, not too bueno. Okay, well, if she gets on, when she gets on, hey, we got a Jack Bynum case. It's Carol Javon Hughes. It's a first.
Pass for paperwork.
Got it? Ruben Gabriel Lopez.
That's Bono. Please pass for paperwork.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Ben Balone, who is hanging on the line too. All right, so Ben's over here. I hate to see this guy get stuck. He showed up wanting to pay, but I really can't do anything for him on a plea agreement since he's lawyered up.
Yes, sir. I would say let's bring him back in and tell him we're setting his case for trial until we hear from his lawyer.
Got it. Let's see if it joins. Mr. Malone, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
We've tried to get hold of your lawyer. We can't get hold of your lawyer. Since you are represented by legal counsel, I can't allow the state's attorney to talk to you, unfortunately. So at this time, the only option that I have is to set this matter for trial and hope that your attorney is going to try to reach out to us to resolve this matter before an actual trial date. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set your matter for trial. You will be informed of a trial date. We'll be sending that out in some certified letters here shortly. In the meantime, if I was you, I would attempt to get hold of your attorney and ask him why he's not showing up for court.
Yes, sir.
All right. Best of luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right. All right. So he's done. That moves us on to Omar Marquez. Oh, Osmar, forgive me. I got to get my glasses. Hold on. Oh, that's ridiculous. Amazing how you can see when you want to.
Did your kids make any snowmen yesterday?
One of them's 5 foot tall and the other one's about 4 foot tall. Got on the UTV, got it in, got covered in it, had snowball fights, ate snow. I mean, I've never seen
Awesome.
Here. How about y'all? Y'all getting there? Y'all get out in it any?
Oh yeah, my soon-to-be 22-year-old was out there early making a snowman that he put a cowboy hat on and a rifle in his hand. And
Good stuff.
yeah,
What was that, Paul? Oh, we'll talk about it later. Gotcha. Okay. So, all right. So we got a Bonnie Wolf. You just want to pass it to the next docket or?
that next one, Marquez, yes.
Okay, we're going to pass it to the next docket. Okay, Jack Bino, Virginia McKinley.
Pass for paperwork.
Luis Alberto Mesa. Bonnie Wolf.
She has indicated she has received money from him. I haven't checked my mail today. I should have an envelope with money in it.
All right, so we're going to pass it for paperwork this time. It's a madhouse out front today. Nothing all damn morning in this. David Neal, we dismissed him.
Yes, sir.
Who was the trooper that wrote that ticket, or the game warden?
It was Doug Volchek. I hear he's retiring. I don't know if he has yet or not.
He keeps saying he's going to, but I thought he had another year or two to maximize. He's going to retire and run for county judge is what he told me. I said, well, come on, I'd love to have you here.
Oh, I heard he was running for JP4.
Good luck. All right, well, that's fun. Maybe keep my mouth shut while I'm ahead. All right, so we took care of all those. Stephen Neal Harrell. We have Justin Parnell.
Michael Stevens.
No way. Defendant
One for
FTA.
paperwork, I think that one's the first setting.
No, I'm just going to set it for trial. I'm making a point
Okay.
today, David.
Okay, all right. I'm good with that.
You either show up or I'll find someplace else to do business, one of the two. This guy, Michael Stevens, is going to get a ton of trial notices. All right, we have Chic. We reset this originally. This is a Kenneth Price.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Kenneth Price's wife passed away.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, we're giving that a pass. That's a hard reset.
Yeah. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's nice guy too.
He is.
Okay, we got Parker Allen Sherrill, which is also a Jack Bino case.
We sent a deferred packet to him.
So we're just gonna pass for paperwork. That has to be a much more effective business model instead of showing up in court is actually getting the paperwork done. I do miss Jack though. Some of the stories are fairly outlandish and
Oh,
entertaining.
yeah, he's something.
All right, David, that's what I've got today on my docket.
Me too, Judge.
I've got Michael Smith, 2 cases from him, 3 cases from him. They're dismissals. And then Charles Wiseman, which is disposed of on the 10th of December.
All right,